got the baddest bitches that I know. Never do no crying over hoes, we get the dough. I hope that you don't think you play me like I'm dumb, cause I just boss up, nigga, boss up.
Hey y'all, it's Miss Moss the Boss of Miss Moss the Boss TV, and today's video is a little different. But before we hop into that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so that you're always being notified when I drop a video, okay? Today's video is a collab with no one other than my sis, Uneak here on YouTube.
You not shaving your armpit hair is like a F-boy repellent. You get an F-boy to come and try to approach you and want to spit his game, or you get an F-girl to try to approach you and spit her game, right? You lift up your arms and be like, I don't know. Pay attention to how they react to you having hair under your arms, and that's gonna tell you if that's somebody that's gonna in the future value your self-worth.
So without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so I'm gonna just get comfortable and real with y'all, because since today's topic is something that's so relatable and has to do with the body, I'm just going to get my body nice and comfortable. I just want to warn every guy out there, if you get cringy about women with hair, you should exit now, because I'm going to be talking about my kitty cat, my trail, and the pits and everything, and I'm just going to vent about how I feel around one of the many stigmas that we have against women and shaving. So first off, let's just talk about some history about the situation. So since like the 1900s, apparently we have fed this idea that women should not have hairy bodies. They say that Darwin, who's like one of them historians, sociologists, scientists, whatever, of the past, began to make this theory about hair being equivalent with masculinity. Once he did that, motherfuckers ran with that shit, okay? They ran with that shit. And since then, we have, in our society, been making it a big deal about women and hair. Now, personally, I'm a woman that does shave. I also get Brazilian waxes. However, as I stated in like one of my vlogs, I do it on my own time. And I say that because I feel like it's really important to talk about women and the agencies that we have over our bodies, and having that agency to choose what we want to do with our bodies. Shaving is one of them. I know that growing up at first, it seemed like just the norm. Like that was what we're supposed to do. Once you start to grow hair under your underarms and on your legs, it's like something around middle school where you learn like shave your underarms, shave your legs. That's what you do. If you're wearing a dress, you having your legs out, you need to be hairless, etc., etc. It wasn't until we started evolving, I started evolving into like high school, where then it started to become, do you shave like your cutie cat, your kitten, your meow meow, whatever you call your little chica down there. That's when that conversation started to come up. And for me, someone who wasn't active sexually, and just in general, like my mom didn't really make that a big deal, because at the end of the day, she comes from a generation where like they was rocking with the bush for real. It wasn't a big deal. So I experimented, not until like the senior year of school, I experimented with trying to shave like my bikini line, and it was not fun. Like I did it once, it was itchy, it was irritating, and I was like, this is not it. Then someone told me, oh, you can probably do Nair or something like that. And y'all, Nair is so risky down there. Like doing a Nair or something down there is just not something I think people should try to do. Because if you get it on the wrong part, child, woo chale. It is not your friend, okay? So once I went through that, I didn't do it anymore. Like I tried to do it because it was like you would go to the beach and you would feel awkward, and it would just be like weird, because we got to a point where we don't outwardly shame people, but we like subliminally give people the bad stare if they're not shaved. Like, and I can admit that I have done that. Like I have done it before. I mean, now that I'm a little more aware and I'm a little more secure in myself too, like I don't really care. But before, yeah, I used to be like, oh my gosh, if I saw somebody with hairy underarms, I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, if I see women with hairy underarms, I'm low-key intrigued because I like to hear like their story of what made them feel like, you know, they can go against the grain. Because the whole idea of women having to shave is really just a gender norm. It's a gender norm that doesn't really benefit anybody, to be honest. But the male, for whatever reason, they want you to be shaved. And I say that because your hair grows on your body naturally. According to a bunch of science, facts, and research, the hair in definitely your pubic hair. Your pubic hair is there to keep viral infections out, to help with keeping your body temperature. Apparently there's some glands down there that helps with the hair follicles, that when you sweat and stuff, it like cools it down and all kinds of stuff. Like it's like good for not making yourself like all irritated. And I think that's actually something really true, because I know like when you first get a wax, life be different. My first wax. Let me know how y'all feel when y'all first get waxes, because I know when I get my wax, the first couple days, I can't control pee. It's just a lot. Anyway, so in general, it's, you know, hair growing in these places are useful. It's just like your eyebrows. Like the reason why you have eyebrows is so that hair doesn't get like, and lashes is so that things don't get, bacteria and dust and stuff don't get into your eyeballs, right? So the hair on your kitten is the same thing. Would you shave a cat? Are you shaving cats? I just want to know. All right then. Okay, so I'm not saying you don't need to, because I love a good Brazilian. I love the feeling of being waxed. But what I'm saying is, don't force, it's a thing that we have to stop forcing women to feel like they have to do. Many try to equivalent women with hair as like they're not sexy or anything like that. And I realized that it's an immature thought, okay? It's very immature. During the winter, like how many people, I want to know in the comments below, let's be real. In the winter time, do you shave your legs and your armpits like frequently? I need to know. Like sometimes I don't. No, not even sometimes. I don't, y'all. Like I'm lazy. Ain't nobody seeing these joints. Look at, like you can see them now. They're not really shaved. They're not. I just showed y'all. They're not. And I don't be caring. Like sometimes I feel like it, sometimes I don't. That's the agency I have over my own body. Hair grows on your breast. Hair grows. I have a hair that grows constantly on my chest right here, and like it irritates my mom. It irritates my boyfriend sometimes, and because I'm so secure in me, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care, because it's just a hair. It's natural. As much as a man grows hair, y'all, women grow hair too. Like honestly, do we make guys shave? Like are we out here ridiculing men for hairy balls? I need to know. Exactly, we're not. So what I hope is that from this video, we can all understand that, I mean, hair grows in these places for reasons, so the fact that it's there should not alarm us. If anything, we should all just understand that women have their own choice over their bodies. Women have the ability to say if they want and they don't want to. And at the end of the day, ladies, if you want to be honest, any man that has a problem with the fact that you might not shave ain't no man, boo. He a little ass boy. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, once you start getting into being sexually active, if you are young girls, be protected, but once you start, a man don't give a damn, okay? He don't care, sis. Like what do you do that at? So to me personally, shaving is a preference. Definitely shaving your private part is a preference. I say all the time, like the moment that I can no longer feel a Brazilian, I will probably be chalking shaving down there, because honey boo child, the razor was not my friend. When you start to shave and it's like stuff like with razors and things like that, you're more prone to like, again, infections. You get razor bumps if you don't do it the right way. That irritates you, that irritates your skin. Now you're scratching and stuff like you got something. Like nobody has time for that. So I shave when I want to. I Brazilian every month so I don't have to experience that again. But and I do like the look of everything when it's done. But again, like, women have their own agency to do what they want, and if we are going to keep going into the New Year's, we need to start acting like it, y'all. Let's stop shaming each other. And I mean, like, don't go to the beach or go somewhere and see a girl with some hairy legs and be looking at her like she crazy, y'all. We not in the 1920s no more. She ain't feel like shaving today. So, and for the most part, shaving and making a shaving a requirement for women is really a gender norm. It's not nothing that I feel like is set in stone. And when I looked up research to try to figure out like what the benefits of shaving is, a lot of the stuff just says stuff like, oh, you get to have smooth skin and gentle and look clean and things like that, which are all subjective opinions. While when it says why you shouldn't shave certain areas, they're like, yeah, don't shave your pubes like that, y'all, because these are the 8 things that your pubes are here for. So again, if we need to recap, shaving is a preference, because at the end of the day, we are all hairy, and hair grows for a reason, not just on your head to look cute, but in other places to keep you healthy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can definitely go head over to Uneak's channel and hear why she doesn't shave her armpits. But I think we both agree that we just decide to take the agency over our own bodies, and we shave when we feel like it. So if you like videos like this, you guys, and you want to sit here and chat, feel free to join in on the conversation. Do you shave all the time? Do you feel like it's a must for a girl to shave? Like, I also don't like shaving that much because I was one of those people that were told, like, if you shave a lot in certain areas, it'll grow back thicker or more coarse. So yeah, let me know in the comments below how you feel about shaving, and how you feel about the gender norm around shaving. I'm a full supporter that if we're gonna sit here and act like hair is nasty for women, then hair must be nasty for men too. And since we don't do that, boo, then it ain't true. You feel me? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Head over to Uneak's channel and tell her that Reedy sent you, and let her know what you're thinking as well. And I will see you guys on the next video.